Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm going to walk you through an analysis I conducted using Palantir's Analyze the US platform. I decided that I wanted to look into oil and gas exploration in the state of California, specifically legislation condoning oil and gas exploration and hydraulic fracturing or fracking. I want to find out if there's a relationship between political action committee contributions and actual legislation that occurs around fracking and oil and gas exploration and in support of those things. So I'm going to start with a search here. I want to keep it pretty simple, so I'm going to limit myself to Chevron and their political action committee contributions. So I know that I'm looking for their political contributions, so I can limit it to the Chevron pack. Here we are, Chevron Texaco. So I want to add this to my graph. So I can see here, if I go to my selection tab, I can see the organization name is Chevron Corporation, so I think I'm on the right track. I can see 994 campaign funding events and 61 pack-to-pack contributions. So I want to drill down on these campaign funding events, but instead of drilling down on 1,000 of them, I am going to conduct a search because I'm just looking at campaign funding in California. So I'm going to draw my own search. I'm not sure if I'm only looking at campaign funding. There may be more links than that, so I don't want to limit myself here. But I do know that I'm looking for individuals and specifically politicians. I don't need these. And I know that I'm looking in the state of California. So I'm going to conduct my search here. Wait for my results. Here we go. So I have some results here. I'm going to take these back to my graph. And so now I can look at my histogram and examine some of the properties of this selection. So I have 28 entities, 28 individuals. I can examine them by congressional district. I can drill down on any of these. So I can see there are 21 Republicans and 7 Democrats. I can see there have been 28 winners and 2 losers, but 28 winners, which means everyone has served at least a term. So what I really want to get at here is, are there any links between Chevron Texaco and real legislation that's been passed in California? So I actually uploaded 4 bills that were passed between 2006 and 2010, all facilitating further oil and gas exploration, offshore drilling, and here they are, so we can look at them. But I also tagged all of the relevant entities and events in them, and I've actually already dragged them onto my graph. So what I want to look at here is I want to see if there are any links between Chevron and these 4 pieces of legislation. So I'm going to search linked entities. And it looks like we've got some results here. So it looks like 12 congressmen, congresswomen, have been involved in these 4 pieces of legislation. And I only tagged supporting. So these 12 individuals were in support of these 4 pieces of legislation. Let's drill down on these individuals. So I can see the districts they're from. I can see the parties, so they're both Democrats and Republicans, and I can see the campaign contributions. So it looks like they're spread across quite a few districts here, but I wonder if there's any significance to the districts these individuals are from and the fact that they supported legislation around natural gas, oil, and fracking. So I uploaded some layers to my map. And first, here are the various congressional districts in California. Let's take a look at our natural resources, our oil and gas. So here are current fracking locations. So we can see fracking happens in the 3rd district, in the 1st district, in District 20, 21, and 22, 26, 44, 47. So if we go back, we can see 20 and 26, we can see 3 and 1. So there very well may be a correlation. Congressmen that are active on these bills, most likely, we can conclude, have oil and gas resources within their districts. And this could also be a reason they receive funding from Chevron Texaco. So let's look at this again. Here are some of the exploration territories. So we can see a lot more districts are involved now. 6, 7, 9 and 10, 14 and 18, 16, 22. This area seems like it has a disproportionate amount of oil and gas reserves. So let's zoom in on that. I actually have a separate layer. Kern County. This has been the subject of many news stories recently, and as we can see, there's quite a density of oil fields here, 21 and 23, in areas that are accustomed to drilling. So from this analysis, we can see that over time, as more oil and gas resources discovered, the number of campaign contributions has gone up, as there are more districts where Chevron hopes to exert its influence, and I can conclude that Chevron Texaco indeed has influenced legislation in the state of California through payments and contributions to legislature.